Hey guys, it's Gary. How are you? I was working in the studio this morning, and I just thought of something that was kind of neat. This is a piece of walnut. It's a live edge slab, they call it, and the reason it's a live edge is because this outer edge of both sides is actually sort of where the bark would have been on this. It's just a slice of the tree, and I was thinking to myself, sometimes in life, I'm sure that this tree can relate to how we feel. We are standing strong. We may even be quite old, have lived quite a life. I mean, this tree being as wide as it is, this is about 40 inches wide, 36 to 40 inches wide, depending. That's a pretty big tree. That was around for a while, and standing strong. And then one day, one of two things happens: either a storm comes and knocks it over, or a lumberjack, a woodcutter comes along and chops it down. And both of those moments probably feel pretty much like the end for a tree. And in a lot of ways, it is the end of that life. But then you take, for example, this piece here. We're going to be making a dining room table out of this for a client in our studio, and it's just interesting to me because suddenly something that probably felt, I mean, again, I'm giving a tree emotions it probably doesn't have, but if I was this tree, I would feel like the life I knew was over and that I was worthless, and probably thought I was just going to be firewood. But now I'm being treated better than I've ever been treated, in a sense. And soon, this tree will be the centerpiece of a home, and will have so many amazing times around it: stories, holidays, birthdays, celebrations of all kinds. It will be a centerpiece of someone's life for many, many more years. And sometimes in life we're going to go through a storm, and it might knock us down, or someone may come along and chop us right above the roots and just kind of knock us down. But you know what? God has an amazing way of taking us and giving us new purpose. Sometimes we're born for something that we don't even know we're born for. This tree was growing for probably hundreds of years, not knowing that someday it would be a table. And what's amazing is this tree, this is just one slice. There were so many slices out of this tree. Being as big as it is, who knows how many pieces of furniture and other things were made from this tree. So sometimes we have to die so that other things can actually come to life. And I don't know, I just thought of this today as I was working on it, that sometimes we have to look beyond the moment and allow God to just just do what he does and not think so much about it, not overanalyze it. It's painful sometimes, and that's not something we can necessarily just ignore. But have hope and know that God is doing something and is active, and he makes all things new, even if it looks different than it did originally. So, anyway. I hope that today, if you're feeling cut down, or if you're going through a storm emotionally or physically, that you just give that to God and trust that he's going to do something with you that you may not even be able to imagine. I don't think this tree ever imagined it would become an amazing live edge table, because it will be amazing. It's going to look awesome.